Hello everyone and welcome to Warband Battle Stream. I am joined today by the most wonderful.
Hello.
That was sort of our new intro. We hope you guys liked it.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty nice.
Yeah, thanks for the music, by the way.
Yeah, Saracens turned up on the server and seemed to apparently Total War told Carpe Diem they have a match here. So all the Saracens have turned up on the server, even though Samurai are meant to be fighting Bohemian.
Oh, that's a bit special. Well, obviously some miscommunications. Luckily though, both teams seem to have arrived together with the third team Saracens, but I guess that's fine.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of a new overlay as well. It's kind of a bit basic at the moment. Maybe we'll look to change some more of it, but hopefully
It
it
looks
looks
pretty
alright.
fancy all in all. Yeah. So let's go over pre-talk.
Yeah, we'll go over the teams. You want to kick us off with Samurai?
Here we can take a look at the Samurai roster. Varadin, Ward, Blade, Skramui, I think it's pronounced. And we see Total War, who is their captain. Kahesi, Ruthless, Bob, Leo Diffie, Chris, Lord Willie. It's a pretty Asian player right there. Profile, Stone Toad, Paladin, Barbarian, Killer Bleed, also pretty Asian player. Lesnab and Norkima, 222nd guys. McFlurry, Caesar, Nox, Sin, Denel, and Socrates.
I think the first thing anyone's gonna think is just like experience. I mean, that's just got bags of experience, that team. But the
Yeah.
one weakness you'd say is how active are a lot of these guys. I mean,
Also,
people
how
like
much have they played
Lezard,
together?
like really good players, but Lezard does he even play native? No, not really. A lot of those samurai players aren't that active, but they've got bags of experience to make up for it. So it's interesting to see how the kind of dynamic between experience and activity is going to play out.
Agree with you. I just think it's well, if we're gonna take a look at the Bohemian roster in a minute, and I just think, well, Bohemians, we all know they've played together for so long, and these players. Well, I think I saw Lesnab and Orkima with their Samurai tags for the first time in the previous WNL match of Samurai. So I don't know, do they play with Samurai during the week as well, or just only for matches?
I'm not sure actually. I mean, I've seen Profile running with the tag for a while, and obviously he's another 20 seconds. So I think it's just a kind of band of mercenaries to some extent that Total War's got together, and I mean, there's some strong players there, no doubt about it. So it's going to be interesting.
Okay, let's go take a look at the Bohemian roster. So this is the Bohemian roster. It's quite a lot of names. I'll probably highlight a few. We have Thunron, who's their captain. Gestovsky, who's a pretty old and good player. Timed Peter, who was shining in I think I was streaming another match of Bohemian not so long ago, and Timed Peter was just playing so well in that, so he's one to look out for. And of course, Bohemian and Relax. Everybody knows Relax. He's a good cav. We all know it.
I've been speaking with him a few days ago actually, and we had him down as the key man for Bohemian, but I think a lot of people would have. But apparently he is having a lot of problems on German and French servers at the moment, meaning he gets about 120 ping. So I don't think he's going to be gracing us with his presence today.
But that would be a shame for Bohemian.
It's a big miss,
You
isn't
can
it?
see right now,
He hasn't-
I'm in game. You can see Timed Peter, who I was talking about, and Thundron. Keltas also is a good crossbow, so there's a couple of good
Yeah,
players
and
here.
you got
in both
Marek
teams.
there, I believe. Is he formerly of ZHG? I might be wrong in
Yes.
saying.
I think he is.
Yeah.
Obviously.
He's actually he's a classy player. I mean, I can see him doing quite a lot of damage. I think he'll play infantry and he gets the job done. They've got a lot of players here who are very capable players. Like I said, Gastovsky, definitely one to watch. He's kind of with crossbow and with kind of sword and board infantry. But they've got some people who can do a lot of damage here. But do they lack the quality, would you say, that Samurai have in some of their players?
Well, they certainly have cohesion. They've been playing around for so long, and Bohemian, let's be honest, they already had their issues internally, but they always seem to just come out better and better. So I would, on team play wise, I would just give it to the Bohemians. I don't know about personal skill. It depends on the team that Samurai can put forward here today. We'll have to see.
I think it is heavily dependent on that, isn't it? Actually, I've seen a few kind of comments, spoken to a few different people about it, and the Samurai's performance is just it's gonna kind of hinge week in week out on who's playing really. They've tried getting a few of their older players back. Obviously, Hives would be the main miss. Also, Sakichi obviously used to play for them. So at the moment, they are probably a little bit too reliant on just whoever can turn up. So maybe you need a little bit more depth. Obviously, they had the influx from Army with someone like Nox actually, who is a very dangerous player.
Yeah, very
Not in
much
the
so.
server yet, no.
So, want to take a look at what we think are the key players of this setup? Well, we'll just do that then. For a key player for Samurai, we had the idea of Nox. Nox is German. His class says infantry, but let's be honest, we also know he's a pretty damn good shot. He's a good jeweler. We don't know too much about Nox, according to the picture I got here.
They haven't been posting screenshots. So I can't be bothered to watch the streams to find out how many kills they got. But he's dangerous, isn't he? He's going to be on a high note after his great performances in the Nations Cup. He was playing for Army, but was part of that influx from Army who joined Samurai. Very dangerous player, really good infantry. He can definitely go toe to toe with anyone. So I have a feeling if he's playing, he's going to be kind of outskilling almost everyone on that Bohemian roster.
Yeah, I think I must. I cannot see him just yet, but Totoro just told me that I have a bit of problems to get enough players. Some players are on the way, so perhaps we'll still see him tonight.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, it'd be a shame if he wasn't playing.
Yeah, for Bohemians, apparently we had
Relax,
but yes, he probably won't be here due to his ping issues. But we can see recorded that's due to screenshots. That's 2 and 15 kills. That's just for this tournament. A beautiful KD, isn't it?
I think he's played one match and he had 15 kills and 2 deaths. I mean, how big a miss do you think Relax is going to be?
Oh, yeah, just for any team he would be a miss. He's just a top class player, to be honest.
Yeah, he's probably their most experienced player. Well, maybe barring someone like Thunder on Gostovsky, but he's just got class written all over him, and he is a big miss. Just like Johnny D leaving them was a big miss.
Oh, we seem
like
to have
some of their most
the wrong
skilled
map.
players. Put on Snow Village, which of course is no longer played in WNL.
We're going shopping back to Vendetta here. That's good. Okay, switch back to that picture. Guys, if anything's wrong with the stream or you have suggestions or well, anything basically to say about the stream, you can always post it in our Tailwoods forums thread.
Or shout at us on Steam.
Also, but don't be mean, please. That's not very nice.
Still waiting for Samurai, I think. We'll join in now. Ivy joining, formerly of IG and Ref, I believe.
He's also
known as Barbarian.
A Sin Paladin joining in as well, Bohemian Knight Ares. Gonna bring this up. Yes, the overlay should, and it does. Yay! Hooray! The overlay works. Let's take a look at the teams.
Bit of a worry. Well, maybe not a worry, but Samurai are missing Lezard and Nox. Now, I would have had those two down as their strongest infantry by a fair margin.
That's true.
So that's definitely going to be in the favour of Bohemian. Don't get me wrong, they've still got some good players left, but they are going to be missing them.
There we go, there's the volume back, just for you guys. Just Shakal is saying in the stream right now that according to Steam, Noxus has been offline for 5 days, so we'll probably won't see him tonight, but that's okay. I think Samurai can probably manage. They still have, as you said, other good players left. Bohemian though, I'm looking forward to seeing Timed Peter and Keltas in action.
I'm really looking forward to seeing Gastovsky actually.
Yeah.
So I've seen him around. I've seen him on Editions a fair bit recently, and I've seen him on IG Battlegrounds, and he causes me trouble. He's a good player. He's a solid player. He's gonna be difficult.
That's true. He is. The war saying they got the team ready, so we should be going live here pretty fast.
Just honourable mentions quickly to Profile actually, who's been looking really sharp recently. He just seems to have got back into the game.
Yeah.
And with the Nations Cup, I think, leading the Middle Europe team, and he's joining the Samurai side, and he's going to be important for them as well because he's very good in melee.
He's a bit of an all-rounder as well.
Yeah,
he's not a too bad cav, and he's a good shot, and he can hold his own in melee as well, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, I think there's quite a few players we're seeing today actually are good at multiple classes. There's not so much specialisation, especially without Nox and Lizard. There's a lot of players who can do kind of crossbow infantry and some cav like.
Samurai asking for a live on restart, so on Vendetta. Oh, I forgot to fix the score as well. I'll do that in a second. This is Vendetta with Nords attacking, I think. No, Nords defending and Rodok's attacking it is. So just enter the name.
Alright, really live.
But you can even enter the
There you go.
names. Damn it.
But one more though, Ares actually. For honourable mention. He has a tendency to run around with a two-hander, so I wonder if he'll do that today. He's a pretty good player and could cause a lot of trouble if he does decide to do it. Especially with that classic Bohemian all-pike, which we won't see because neither of the teams are Somalians.
Giggler, talk to me, man. Setups.
Alright, blimey, Samurai going up with 6 infantry, 1 cav and 1 archer.
You can see it, they're just pushing straight into main gate here. Very aggressive play from Total War.
Bohemian though, Bohemian matching them almost with 5 infantry and 3 archers, so not messing about infantry wise. Very
no
heavy.
cav though, no cav, so that means no Javies for Bohemians.
Maybe without Relax they weren't that confident in the rest of their cav.
I think Gaskovsky, he's also a very good cav, isn't he?
Well, actually, I guess on this map when you're defending you can kind of afford
I guess you can. We see Paladin over here, we see Ive as cav at Keep over there, and a couple of players at Ninja as well. No, they're moving up here. Oh, there they are, exactly.
I'm pushing. Samurai, the area they're in is it's kind of easy to get trapped in there, so they're going to want to push there, they are doing it. They're pushing as a unit. So they're going to get behind Bohemian now. Going to try and open up for that cav, I guess. Profile's going up now on Total War. Profile's changing.
So it's pretty brave. Total War getting shot there from Keltas.
Take a hit.
Oh, there goes Ares down. Profile gets knocked down as well, though.
And they're starting to fight.
Yeah, it's not too much happening. Total War is almost dead. Paladin probably going to come a bit closer now as well.
Ooh, lovely double hit there by Marek.
Oh, Gastovsky takes out Kahesi. Caesar in a 2v1 right now. Paladin gets a beautiful shot off, though. That was all the way from over there.
Still close. Ooh, nice. Rakamu goes down.
There goes Caesar as well by Gastovsky, putting in some work here. Chris is in trouble. He's going to go down. This with Ive and Paladin. Ive is just do some damage, man. And then Paladin's going to try getting some shots off as well. Flag spawn due to the new flag rules. Love them. Gets a nice foot shove off and almost kills Datewin there with that. He's going to need some support though if he wants to do some damage. Gets hit.
Feel like perhaps Samurai just pushed too much into a crossfire. Like they were taking hits as soon as they did it. They kind of all pushed up onto that one platform. They were just getting shot to pieces really, and that allowed kind of Bohemian to take advantage. But
well, yeah, I agree with that.
Up a kill. That could be important though. That's 1 infantry without mail.
Yeah, and also it was Gastovsky who got 3 kills. So he was sort of Gastovsky did a lot of work there, and it's good, you know, not letting your opponent upgrade.
In fact, none of the Bohemian infantry, none of the Bohemian infantry whatsoever have mail, and that's really important actually, and I'm a little bit surprised.
Yeah, me too. But you know, and we can see the archers getting some better equipment there. So, do we have still the same setup for Samurai, or?
Yep, still the same setup for both teams. So
pretty great.
Yep, Samurai changing their mind now. Looks like they're got a bit cowed by their defeat.
See Samurai pushing to keep probably. They'll try taking keep here.
Apparently it's started lagging.
Yeah, I know. That's what my stream says as well, but can't really break up now. Well, Time Peter in a good position here. Bohemian are sort of just ready to take this on if Samurai decides to push. Better look at this.
Samurai kind of a bit tentative. Don't really like where they are if they're just going to hang about here. They got a nice little shield wall going on.
It does look
Not
sexy.
sure about this though. Want to do something. Don't want to get trapped there. Starting to move out now.
Somebody takes a shot there. I can't see it, but it was Profil who got a shot from Time Peter up top. Look at them though, they're just leaving Paladin on his own. Paladin's gonna get ganked by a couple of infantry now, while the Bohemians are just gonna try kiting them here.
Yeah, it is a difficult map to attack, isn't it? So it's proving.
Flag spawn outside again.
Not too bad for Samurai, who are just going to push all the way around. Bohemian doing exactly the same. Now, this should be a more interesting test because neither side's going to have a particularly big archer advantage on that flag.
I'm not convinced though. Bohemians have 3 archers. If they spread them out a little bit, you get some sort of crossfire going on already, and that's not bad.
And here they go.
Eve coming in as scav. That's something Bohemians are lacking though. Some Javis being thrown right now. Total War takes an Iris. Eve goes down as well. There goes Caesar. Mara goes down. Profil and Chris shutting down Timed Peter there. Going in the favor of Samurai, but some shots getting taken though, yeah.
Nice work by Rookhammer.
Yeah. Beautiful backstep actually.
Nearly dead though.
Nice kick though. Did you see that? Sick kick.
Nice. The Bohemian archers are should be putting a bit more work now. They need to get a hit soon. Otherwise they're not going to make that advantage pay.
Total War gets shot in the back as well. 3v4 right now. There's still a lot that can happen. There's a 1v1 going inside as well. I'm not convinced that the Bohemians should do something now. The flag is in the favor of Bohemians. That's true with 30 seconds to go. There goes Ricky Maru, and that means that Chris is a bit of trouble as well. He's doing his best though. Takes up another shield, Chris does.
It's good effort by Chris, but I fear it will be to no avail.
Oh, Paladin gets taken down by Keltas.
That was a lengthy 1v1, comes to a conclusion, and Bohemian looked like they're going to pick up the round. Was a bit touch and go for a moment though, wasn't it?
Ooh, Gastovsky gets a team kill, that's a shame. Chris is gonna, gets a hit off. No, he does not get a kill, but...
There was no need for that, was there? I mean, they had the advantage. It would have been better just to back off and let all the infantry that survived get male armor, and instead, one of them was without now. There's only one of them's got armor. I'm a little bit surprised by this kind of equipment buy. I'm not quite sure what they're spending all their money on.
Perhaps they'll be using throwing axes or stuff.
Yeah, that's possible, I guess.
Samurai are just waiting at main gate right now, so...
I guess they're kind of just waiting for the flag and seeing what happens.
Yeah, well, the last flag was pretty close.
Yeah, it was close. They certainly did better than they did in the first round.
True, true. Oh, I got 1 minute to fill. Oh, I'm getting shot, I think. Yeah, by who's up here? Timed Peter. I told you he was good.
And they're just for everyone just kind of waiting at the moment. A little bit of a face-off. Bohemian pushed right up to the gate and they're a few centimetres away from each other. I think perhaps in native the flag wouldn't spawn because they're too close, but
no, it wouldn't. Yeah, the gate is just too few, but in 10 seconds it's gonna spawn anyway. So.
And Samurai going for it. Here they come, and this is a very good idea because Bohemian are split up right now.
But they can get shot on the back though. Time Peter up there. If Aries, Marek, and who's the other player here? Hold on a bit. Flag spawn into the center. I'd say that's advantage Bohemian, but I'm not sure.
It's difficult to tell though, isn't it? Because they're in a kind of awkward spot. Ivy kind of really needs to get some work done, slow down some of these Bohemian infantry and get some
nice bump, but yep, nothing's really happening. I think Aries is in trouble. He should go down easy. Rikamaru should just get the stun off and not just support like that. Paladin takes it.
Yeah, nice work. Bohemian kind of not ready for that charge by Samurai. And
no, but look at this position though. They have 4 in from flag and well, an archer on both houses.
Archer positions are fantastic.
Yeah.
And on the barn, yeah.
And there's only one crossbow to shut that down. I'm not sure if he
Yeah,
can do that.
Then one of their
If
archers
that goes,
he's dropped down now.
might want to go in. I don't know. That was yeah, Killine. He was on the barn, I think. So I'm trying to put in some work here, but nice one from Profile there. A double nice one.
Nice profile.
But still, these archers can shoot. Just keep on shooting. I'm not convinced. Should at this point send somebody to try shut them down, because otherwise that happens.
Shot. And that's really important. That is. Really, they need their archers to be putting in the work now, because the amount of samurai infantry on the flag is a little bit worrying.
I'm also a bit disappointed. Yakiline and Paladin had a 1v1 there, but it was just, you know, their only crossbow being shut down immediately. It's 30 seconds to go. Flag is still in favor of Bohemians at this point. Kahesi gets taken down.
Gets an important kill. Oh, lovely by Profile. He's putting in work.
Yeah, exactly. Look at that. Okay, now they should just go.
He's won it for his own.
He's the only player with
only time left. And really good round.
He's gonna go for it. If the flag is no, it's now in favor of Samurai. So now you just back off. Guys, a quick thing about the sidebars. Deacon was asking if you wanted them or not. We put them off to try it, but if you guys feel like having the sidebars up anyway, then we can certainly arrange that. Yeah, 1 second left.
I think that was just like a case of the archers, the Bohemian archers, didn't put in enough work. They got that kill alive, but I feel like they probably should have got a few more kills than that, really, considering their fantastic positions.
I don't know. I think it was just due to the amount of infantry that Samurai had. It was a 6v4 infantry. You can't sort of win that.
But there were points where it was actually fairly even, and I mean, look at the archers. They aren't actually the Jacqueline. They're not doing so well.
Jacqueline shot down Paladin though, who's the only crossbow from Samurai. I guess that's important as well.
Look at Kelfas. I mean, Kelfas was in a fantastic position for that entire round, shooting down on them, and he's got 1 kill. Look at Time to Beat. He's been in a fantastic place repeatedly for the Samurai charges, and he's only got 1 kill. I don't think that's enough.
He's been doing a lot of damage though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I guess Nord kind of archers are a bit like a wasp sting more than a arrow. But
I'm gonna put up the player panels because of popular demand. Here we go, guys. Enjoy them. Match is pretty good.
ooh, nice kill there. I've the Cav going down, and that decision.
It's true. So we have to quickly change overlay because of the time. It's now up to the map. So wait, tab out a bit. Aggressive play again from Samurai. Just going in there. I've already been shut down. Because that's what we were talking about. Balding in a decent position here, out top, and flag spawn in the middle of the action. It's gonna be lovely to watch. No, but look at this. Just Samurai pushing, not going for the flags, which was perhaps a wise choice. Time Peter pulling off there, but Yakiline still on barn, competing with Paladin, who can't. He almost got it, but he's almost dead though. If Chris can put in some work as well, if he drops down and takes damage like that, yeah, I didn't take any, luckily. That's a sick jump, by the way, and Chris jumped on Keltas. Beautiful jumping skills here we can see in Mountain Blade Warband. Yeah, one infantry was enough on the flags from Bohemians actually. The entire team did not need to be there, but we'll have to see. Yeah, now it's gonna steamroll a bit. Time Peter did take out Profile, so he has a bit of a range to shoot now. Let's see if he can do something. Datewin gets taken out in the 2v1. You can see a lot of shield spear play from these Samurai players. Nice kick slash from Chris there. He's putting in work. Oh my god. That completely changed. Paladin's on his own right now. Can he do a 3v1 clutch? I'm not convinced. And he doesn't. This server set heads... Oh, sorry guys, I pressed the wrong button. That's why there was no sound. Sorry. Hopefully you still heard my beautiful voice. I was concluding it, a beautiful 3-1, pretty convincing from Bohemian. Was a bit touchy by both teams, but I'm excited to see what it will give when Samurai get to play a bit more defensive. Would they just charge out as Nords?
Samurai just kind of pushing in and kind of standing tentatively, not doing that much, kind of getting shot up and then running into a crossfire. There were a few rounds where they kind of threw it away. I think that final round particularly, they threw it away. And all credit though to the Bohemian Archers who really did put in some good work.
I agree. Really not live, probably to sort out some drops. We're gonna take a closer look at those drops.
Yeah, not live.
See, pretty infantry heavy setup again. Exactly the same setup from Samurai here, from Bohemian, sorry. 5 infantry, 3 crossbows.
Yeah, I guess there's no guarantee this is definitely what they're going to be taking.
I guess.
But could well be possible. I mean, no cav again. You'd think maybe you'd want some cav if you're attacking. Just actually, I don't see why. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him take this. Wonder if Samurai will be taking a cav now. He wasn't.
Yeah,
he didn't really.
They will.
Do
Total
that
War
much,
is
did he?
scav, I think. Yeah, he's gonna drop Javi, as you can see.
Ah, yeah, of course. You want 3 jumps.
Oh,
I feel
caps.
like
Okay, we're ready.
Amarek's been in good form.
Yeah, okay, here we live. Here we go. Second set, 3-1 to Bohemians. So, see.
There we go. That's a lot of infantry. Yeah, Bohemian lining up with exactly the same, and it looks like Samurai.
Wow, that's incredible. Seven infantry here.
7 infantry. Surely they're just going to run into them then. We'll see how this goes. It's not a tactic you see often these days, but see if it pays off for them. They have actually completely missed Bohemian, who are completely running around the back, and who are going to be able to get in without any difficulty whatsoever.
That's a nice and interesting strategy. Bohemian just going to try taking that spawn, probably going for defensive positions.
Well, this has worked out really well for Bohemian, you'd think, because they can just take the positions they had in.
Yeah, honestly, we're back in the same position. You can see Samurai just walking in to keep now, probably knowing that Time Peter is in there, and
ooh,
that's
he needs
no,
to
they
hide
don't. They're gonna walk by. You can get a clear headshot here.
If he gets a headshot here, that could be really big.
Could shoot Paladin even. Just gonna wait. He's gonna let them line up.
Too long.
Look, Paladin standing still. He's gonna go for. Oh, he missed a shot on Paladin. But here's the engagement though. Kelta's getting a shot on Paladin though.
Ooh, nice dive. Peter does get that kill on Paladin finally. Caesar putting in work. 4v4. Pretty isolated though, the Bohemian.
Yeah, it's still turned though.
Oh, landing by Marek.
Caesar in trouble. Oh, nice headshot from Keltas there, and it's Yaki line against Gahese in Total War, but he can jump off no problem. I think that's what he's gonna do too. I can just hold on. I guess he can be brave.
To take no rangers. That was a weird decision. You gotta wonder why he didn't just leg it then. Still 3v2. Anything can happen.
Yeah, I'm not convinced. Like spawn in case of emergency, but Keltas. Oh, nice from Time Peter. That leaves Kahese against 3 players here. He's gonna go for the double hit, and he gets hit.
I think just the decision not to take any, to only take 1 ranger is
showing.
Proving to be poor, to be honest.
Now, are they gonna take one or not? Paladin went Cav, and I'm a bit worried here. I still needs to spawn. Is he gonna be Archer?
Shrink
Oh,
Axel.
no archers. No, completely no archers for Samurai here. This is a very ancient and old tactic we see here.
Yeah, they've got jabs this time though.
But
I
look at
think
them,
that
they're
could
gonna
be
go
really
outside trying
important.
to meet the Bohemians here. And that could work out, honestly, if they just push really strong now with the calf coming from back. Keep in mind that Time Peter is going to keep now from breach, so they only have 2 crossbows here.
I think Samurai may. I mean, it might work out, but I think they timed it poorly. If they'd waited until Bohemian were a bit
but
closer.
now they can get 1 or 2 perhaps. Ares falling down, Caesar getting beautiful headshots. Ares is bound to go down here, he should. No, he doesn't.
Escapes.
There's a team kill happening there.
They did lose a player though. And this must be very scary. And Harlequin has just turned up and is playing for
Samurai, it's also an ancient player.
Ooh,
Caesar
love
gets
the kill
headshot
there.
though. He was going toward Javi and probably Dr. gets taken out. There comes Paladin, he misses the couch.
Big infantry battle. Marek, nice.
Paladin coming in as well again. Ares getting some damage here. Oh, there goes Rikamaru though.
And Paladin did absolutely nothing this game.
Oh. He's bumping a little bit, but it's not enough. It's not paying off. Marek getting team shot by Timed Peter. You can see it's 3v5 at the moment.
He can still do this. Ivy's just got a big axle and he's going to try and pull it out behind the shed. But he's not able to. I mean, it's not paying off at the moment at all, is it? This kind of
No.
massive
Flags
infantry.
do spawn. Where are they? Yep, same place. A bit worried here for Samurai. They're gonna have to change it up, or might not
Can they
end.
now? I mean, what? It's going to be. It is difficult to change tactics. I've seen it pointed out before in the middle of a set. Now to change from 100% infantry to something completely different is going to be hard. To change the mindset that much, it's tough.
But you could just take 2 archers, and that will make a huge difference for them.
But they're just charging.
At this point, Bohemian can kite them all they want, and nothing bad happens. I think they're gonna get
Okay,
Timed
here we
Peter
go. He's
here.
got 2v2 now. This is good.
Oh no, not good. The team hit happens, and team kill even. I've tried to do some damage here. Gets a
Ooh,
shield.
Samurai, very nice. Chris gets a kill. Ivy hoping to get us some stuns. He needs to watch out though, 'cause he's going to get shot at.
It's a
Nice
Ares
kill
shot.
there.
Misses the shot. It's good
Marek
reverse
does get
Chris.
the kill. And 3v1 now, it's going to be very difficult with the 2 crossbowmen.
50 seconds left as well, so they can just run around basically. There he gets. He got shot by Yaki Line.
And that was well played by the Bohemian, just kind of taking no risks, pulling him apart and then shooting him. Look at Marek, 8 kills.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, he's putting in work.
Has he got the fancy armor? Let's take a look at him. Marek. Yeah, look at that full helmet, nice gloves. I think he even got the better boots. Nah, he didn't. But still, the full helmet and the green thingy. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, you'd you'd think with that kind of money, he's gonna be able to get something nice. He's looking tanked to hell. And Harlequin has come in. I can't tell you who he came in for. I'm afraid.
I'm not sure. I'm sorry. See,
Are
now
you
we can
playing
see
Navy
Samurai
now?
taking 2 archers, of which one is immediately headshot by Timed Peter here. But they still have Harlequin.
But I mean, just like the psychological blow of that as well. It's just
Yeah, it must be.
you change tactics slightly to a more campy thing. You take an archer, and then the first minute of the round, he gets headshot.
Also, both archers did not have shields, so there was no drops going on there.
Thunder on legging it, as they would say.
Yaki Line just dropping in as well and trying to get a good position here. He gets shot though, Yaki Line does.
Okay, looks like they're going to fight here.
Snap
Lezard
now
just
joining.
joined
This could
as
be
well.
big. This could be big. Paladin getting a bump and a kill from Thundron.
Nice
Good bump
there.
from Paladin. Gets a stab on Keltas.
Gets stabbed, yeah, and Total War putting in some really nice work now.
Oh, Gestovsky gets taken down. That was a beautiful bump stab. Marek still fighting like a boss though. The rest of the Bohemians are just floating inside now, but let's see what Marek can do. He gets shot by, who's that? Yaki Line. Marek goes down.
That was a heroic effort, obviously not enough.
Strong warrior, we cannot doubt that, but this leaves it with Yaki Line, Keltas and Datewin. 2 crossbows and an infantry. Datewin probably gonna go
They
for
were just-
Harlequin, but this
They
round is gonna go
fought
to
where-
Samurai.
I mean, Bohemian just fought where their crossfire did nothing, didn't they?
Indeed.
I mean, they had a load of crossbowmen inside. I mean, why would you fight outside if you've done that? Paladin goes AFK briefly by the looks of it. Gets a shot.
Oh, apparently, this is the horse though. That was not necessary. They'd been still trying to do something, but he gets taken down by Pro.
Yeah, some nice feints there by Profile.
Paladin dropping out, probably for Lazard. Lazard coming in.
That's really important. Gonna be really important.
If Samurai pull this down, it's a 5-3 score, so that's not too bad. They can obviously still recover from that.
Yeah, but I mean, we've got an open map next, so Lazard isn't going to be as helpful on that. So I mean, that they were missing him for the majority of the close map is kind of bad for them. Bohemian going straight inside this time.
Look at Samurai though, clumped up and ready for it, to be honest.
Here we go.
Total War going in as a brave first warrior with his spear. I don't know if he has a melee weapon, but
and Lazard's dropped down behind them, gets a lovely hit on Kelfas.
and look at them. Gastovski and Ares get shot because Ive is on the other side.
Straight away.
Are Bohemian gonna turn his back? Harlequin gets a kill. Probably a bit of trouble as well. There goes Total War.
Oh, lovely double hit there.
Nice double hit. We saw that. That was. Casey gets shot by someone and then dies, and even trouble here. He's gonna die really fast.
By Profile though. And Lazard has left already. Profile kind of trying some spam, but just gets shut down, and did really well actually. The Bohemian infantry to shut down the kind of attack.
That's a 6-2 for Bohemians.
Looking in good shape, aren't they? It's going to be interesting though, because it's a completely different map now, and neither side was taking any cav and not much crossbows, so you can't really do that on Dry Valley, so we'll see how that plays out.
You mean Dry Lunch?
Yeah, Dry Lunch, sure.
Well, I think we're gonna have a small break here because Samurai needs a new player. I don't know if Lazard DC or if he's coming back, but we'll have to see who they put in for him or if he comes back himself. I think Dry Valley will play out interesting. There he comes back, he probably DC'd then. Would you say that's why he died as well? And one more thing. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, on Dry Valley with 7 infantry, or perhaps even 8, that's pretty hard. So what do you predict for Dry Valley then?
We on stream?
Well, yeah, we are.
Sorry, I thought you were shutting it down. It's a difficult one. I guess quick introduction to the map is an open map by Azan. Kind of deserty job, you're about to see it. It's got some focal points like villages and the tower. It's going to be really difficult. Certainly you'd say the Bohemian archers were looking a little bit stronger, but you can't really say that because Samurai weren't taking any.
It's true.
We'll see. It depends who's playing, I guess. Keshi's useful with. They've got a few useful players. Harlequin, of course.
It's not as bad.
But the Cav, I mean, who's going to be playing Cav?
They need a good Cav.
It's could be damaging for Bohemian that they are lacking Relax, because he is their
they
one
still have
like, real
Gastovski
top-tier
though.
Cav.
They might not have the advantage, but they can pull even with Samurai Cav.
Yeah, perhaps. It looks like Ares is practicing Cavs. Perhaps we'll see him. Can't say I know how good he is.
Guys, I'm gonna have to disable the minimap because I don't have the map on this one. It's a shame, isn't it? I'm gonna get rid of the overlay then. Actually. we're back now. So, guys, we decided to take off the minimap because I don't have the new streamer mod. I have not gotten it from Captain Lust yet. I'm confident he'll give it to me in the next days.
Yeah, so looks like they're going to be ready soon. Should be interesting. A few people kind of talking about what the Cavs like for both teams on the in the comments, and I have to agree with them. I think that's going to be key here. I'm not, I'm not sure who's got better Cav, to be honest. I mean, Samurai's historically has Samurai's two best Cav are Haiz and Sakichi, and neither of them are playing. Historically, like Bohemian's best Cav is Relax, and he's not here. So, what can you say? Neither are kind of the strongest they've been in that regard.
We'll have to see.
We'll see. There's a little duel going on here between Thunderon as they run for the flag. There's a lot of famous names on both sides, you'd have to say, particularly the Samurai side, where it's kind of mismatch of different players from quite a lot of 20 seconds seem well represented. But we'll see. Kashi's currently running with 348 ping. So hopefully for him that will go down. Seems to be doing fine with chasing Thunderon around. Playing the Benny L music. I'm sure you noticed, Laru has briefly gone AFK, so I'm left here on my own, unable to move the camera. So I'll just describe to you what's going on. Kaheshi's chasing around Thunderon with an up attack, and Thunderon's just running around. That's quite entertaining. And now he's dead. I mean, in terms of the focal points for the map, we've got I can't share it at the moment, but you've got a kind of central tower. I think a lot of people will be heading straight towards that. I think that's what everyone's going to be doing. Really, they're just going to go straight for the tower because teams like towers. You got both teams starting different little villages. Team 1's is a bit less defensible than Team 2's. Team 2's is quite a large village. Got a few steps and kind of walled area above it, and then you've got a kind of large hill area, and that's apparently going to be difficult. I'm speaking to Jukin about it. He didn't seem to like the giant hill because a flag spawns up there, and obviously if one team's already up there, it's virtually impossible for the other team to actually get up there, so maybe something worth investigating. Do have to question perhaps Samurai's tactics on that first map. I mean, it's a bit of a lack of imagination, or maybe they really thought it was going to work out for them. I mean, it didn't. Perhaps it could have. I would like to have seen more throwing weapons, actually. I think that kind of was very bad for them. Yeah, particularly on that first round. And there were a few rounds that they perhaps threw away, but in general, I don't think they were. I don't think Bohemian archers were actually, until the second set, they were putting in as much work as they needed to. I don't think Samurai should have lost that first set 3-1 really.
I agree. And what was the score in the second set again? This was also a 3-1, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 3-1, 3-1, 6-2. I've just been talking to myself as they stare at something for a while.
No, I've been moving the camera a bit. I was eating something.
Hopefully they'll be
healthy,
kicking off soon.
Streaming and stuff.
Yeah, takes the energy out, doesn't it?
Does.
Yeah, they are waiting for Kaheshi, who's still got 538 ping. Hopefully that will sort out soon.
Well, I saw that during the first set as well. Kaheshi just fighting melee fight with 500 ping.
Yeah, this must be difficult. He's one of their kind of best players, and he's going to be playing Ranger for them. So I guess the ping doesn't matter too much, but obviously if it's 500, then it does matter. I'll just let you know as well, we're going to be streaming Irish Rebels versus Order of the Rising People on Saturday.
We will try getting the right ENL mod or WNL mod then, so we can aim a map on this map as well.
Yeah, fingers crossed. I mean, that should be a really interesting matchup. The kind of German derby. ORP are the DNL champions, aren't they, I believe?
Yep, they are. And IR has been a upcoming force. It's some very good archer work, I must say.
Yeah, and they beat Polish Eagles like an established clan, and that's really impressive. And on top of that, they had a respectable score, definitely a respectable score against Saracens, who are really good at the moment. So we'll see about that. Make sure you tune in 9 o'clock, 7 o'clock, I think it is.
7:30 BST.
All right, here we go, underway.
Let's take a look at this, guys.
Alright, free cav for Bohemian.
Strong. That's
yeah, free cav, 3 archers.
Yeah, that's a good setup, I think, on this. Let's see what Samurai goes.
Right,
Samurai 3 archers, 3 imp, and 2 cav. It's a bit of a difference. Samurai perhaps looking to play a bit more aggressive, but Harlequin immediately going for the tower, which is probably just the biggest thing on this map, isn't it? A lot of teams are just going to go for that tower.
Yeah. I think it's the obvious thing to do, isn't it? Get an archer in that tower and you can kind of control
dominate 2 flags. Especially from the spawn of Samurai.
It can be attacked quite easily though, so they need to watch out. It's got a few ways up. Got a lot of people in there though. Kind of Bohemian just kind of spreading out a little bit.
Ooh.
Ooh, really nice shot there.
It was an archer as well, Peter, so...
Yeah, they haven't got an archer over there now, so they're not going to be able to apply.
We're playing with 2 cav against 3 cav, and 3 archers against 2 archers, and then 3 imp against 2 imp, so...
So what he's pushing towards them, and it looks like he's looking to apply some pressure now.
Wow.
Oh, Harlequin putting in work. You have to wonder though, the Bohemian Imp was just kind of stood in the open, not really doing anything. Bit of a kind of tactical error, I think, on their part.
Well, I
think that little
Eve is a bit in trouble here. Manages to get away, but Total War stop something and dismounts Thunderon. He's in trouble now, look at this, look what
out of position now.
Being so brave. There goes Caesar by Kostovsky. He's gonna need some cover now.
Bit overextended there. When Ive goes down, they don't manage to pick up the kill just yet, no?
Where are the other Samurai players? Like, Liznab was still in spawn, he apparently had to come back to tower or something.
That flag is kind of about as equal as it could have been, but you'd have to say it was still an advantage for Samurai just about.
Well, yeah, because they have 1 player extra.
They are putting up the flag though. Gostovski's got on the flag, hidden his little horse behind the rock. Still, he's not going to want to take too many arrows in that shield.
Samurai moving in for the kill. Or the potential kill.
Bohemian players really need to get a move on.
Oh, a nice shot from Harlequin here.
Don't know about this though. Samurai have left 2 archers in exactly the same place. I'm not sure how great an idea that is.
But Profile is still in their spawn. Oh, that's nice. Zard proving his worth here as a player. Finger coming in. Kostovsky a bit hurt as well from the arrows. Total War just takes out Finger there.
He got flattened.
Yeah, but
I think one thing also important to mention really, on an open map like this, they gives big advantage over Saracens.
True.
So perhaps that will come into play.
But those first 2 kills that were important, taking out Timed Peter, and then I think it was Marek who was playing as infantry, Timed Peter as archer by Harlequin, was just... the round would have been very different if those 2 kills had not happened.
Yeah,
25
definitely.
seconds left. Really Samurai leaving Kahesi on the flags. The flag is up, it should be done, but whatever. Damn you, bugs.
Whatever Bohemian's plan was, it involved having Time Peter like pressure that tower with those 2 infantry. But I mean, they were completely unable to do it, weren't they?
Line in trouble, I think. They get shot. Shot by Line.
Pardon. Takes him down.
Could probably survive this. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty close to his head.
Yeah, perhaps a little bit lucky to escape with his life there. Interestingly, actually, a lot of the, at least 2 of the samurai cav are taking call. Oh no, they got desert horses.
Yeah, they got dismounted both, but I've got dismounted, and I think Caesar just wants the speed, perhaps. I'm not sure.
We'll see what.
I think
Even
horses
decides to do what they
can
can.
handle pretty well against 700 horses, though, so that's cool.
Yeah, Bohemian not bothering with that position now. I think that's wise. I mean, they were just stood there getting shot at. Total War is
Extremely brave.
either the bravest man on the earth or the stupidest because he's just running out on his own.
Well, perhaps it's
Lezard is
leading by
miles
example.
behind him. Here he comes. And they're very confident, actually, Samurai. Fair play to them. They've been like
Yeah,
this all match.
that's been
They've
one of the samurai trademarks. They're just going in and being confident that you can win the battle. But look, they're actually pushing the
And-
Bohemians back here, so I guess it's working. Marek is a bit on his own here. He could be taken down by some good teamwork.
He could jump down there, can't
Yeah.
he?
Here comes the Bohemian
Still,
Guard.
Samurai are now in a position where their archers can't help them that much. This would be a great opportunity for Bohemian to push in, but it doesn't look like they got the confidence to do it. I mean, Samurai have essentially just now dominating the map. Archers are finally making it there, so Harlequins finally arrived. Looks like they're pushing up again now. And,
Gets a
ooh,
jabby.
lovely jab there by Total War.
If they can lob another one at Yaki line. Yaki line's
Gonna
dead.
be difficult. for them to
Caesar
push
coming
here,
in,
though.
Caesar coming in. He's gonna go for the
Ive-
couch.
Surely Ive's gonna go down.
Oh,
Don't manage
oh,
to take out
gets
Ive.
shot.
Ive does go down.
Harlequin in a good position now, though. Thunder on. Oh, he goes to Total
Ooh,
War's
Thunder
war.
gets to
Shield.
get the shield, but it's gonna make a
Ares is
difference.
gonna go down here. Paladin's almost dead. That's why he needed some help. There goes the bump, and yep, there goes
Yeah,
Ares.
nice work.
Paladin is
And
almost
the
dead.
flag
It's sort of a
is
shit
as good as
position.
it could have been for Bohemian. Oh, Lezard gets a beautiful jab.
Caesar gets dismounted though.
And Fingor just legging it away, but he's just going to get smashed in the back. No, he's not. And I don't know what on earth Fingor was doing then. He just was running away and got a jab thrown in the back of his head. Very strange behaviour.
Damn, Peter in trouble as well. Caesar gonna go in for a kill, I think. Total War coming up as well. Can probably take him out. They should be able to take him out. Caesar getting shot though. There goes Stampeder. Thundron trying to do some damage. He gets dismounted. There he goes. He should go down pretty soon. Caesar gets dismounted as well though. Do you think you can take and hold on for 1 minute? No, look at Profile coming from the other side from the spawn there, and this is just a crossfire. They can hide on tents all they want, but yeah,
Very nice work by Profile there. And
good positioning.
GG. See what Marek can do. Next scene, he's a noble warrior.
Marek gonna show off his bravery skills here. Gets a jump in and gets shot by Harlequin.
Pretty brave, pretty brave. Lezard and Harlequin, the 2 22nd guys, putting in a lot of work in the moment. You gotta wonder though, I mean, the Bohemian tactic then, Ryozu kind of summed it up pretty well. He said, running for the flag and leaving your team to die.
Yeah.
That did kind of sum it up really. It was a little bit strange, a little bit disorganised, and Fingal kind of summed it up as well, just running away without even looking behind you and getting a jab thrown in the back of your head for good measure.
Toto going in for it again. The entire Samurai team following.
Yeah, and they've not even left the archers in the tower now, so they're in a good position from the.
Time Peter up
from
top
the
though. Can
get-go.
he get some damage on? I don't think Harlequin saw him. Is he DCing? No, he's not. But get some
Harlequin, ooh, and he's gonna wish he got a headshot. Does do a lot of damage.
nice shot from Harlequin.
That's why he's gonna wish he got a headshot. And I feel like that's a golden opportunity missed, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Harlequin's been putting in
But
work.
with that armor though,
stood
Harlequin
still.
wouldn't have died from a headshot. So
No?
with that armor, then it's unlikely.
Oof.
He took 3
He's
shots
dead
already.
now,
He's
right?
not dead.
He's gonna have to cover a bit now, and
Total War throwing the jab on Gostovsky.
2
Thunder's
of the Bohemian
getting
Cav
dismounted
just
here.
down.
Caesar takes out Yaki line, who was an archer. There goes Ive though.
Harlequin in a brilliant position though.
Yeah, but
Really gonna get up Yeah, this is just a superior position for Samurai at the moment. They have this kind of Bohemian swords are just bouncing off the Lamela.
Fingor is waiting to jump to his death, I think.
It's going to be 4-0 probably, I would guess, considering now.
Although we're into a 6-6, which is pretty tense, I think.
Yeah, I can't see Samurai dropping the next round, to be honest, considering they're all going to have sick Laminar armor. They're just going to bounce off, aren't they?
Last player alive here, Fingor. Just gets broken from arrows. Will he be able of getting the kills? Full 7 kills. Oh, he gets bounced.
Okay, she finally takes out Finger and...
It was convincing from Samurai those, the 3 rounds here.
It was... But all the while, it was as bad for Bohemian as it was convincing for Samurai. Samurai were good, they were confident and aggressive.
I must say,
equally, Bohemian were poor.
Both teams keep on surprising me in the not shield skimmy dropping for archers. I don't... Yakiline, Keltas, they don't have shields. Let's look at the Samurai players, but...
a little bit
Harlequin, no shields.
And look how much armor these Samurai infantry have got. It would be quite frightening if all you had was a little sword.
Yet still though, you could do a drop and get some sort of shield or something, but yeah.
So a jab to the face will kill him. No, Thunder and misses there. I'd like to see Bohemian do a little something else. Does look like they're going to try and protect that stair area and not let Harlequin get up there. It's good decision. But doesn't matter because Harlequin's pushing around somewhere else and managed to get a kill. Ooh, lovely shot by Time Peter. They need to go straight for Lezard. Oh, lovely! Beautiful, beautiful by Thunder. And Total War in an awful position now. Harlequin profile putting in work. They got scimitars. Nice blocking there. Kaheshi, finally goes down, but is it too late? Ooh, profile does go down. He needs to use his jabs. No, he doesn't, because he'd get killed. It's going to be absolute clutchonomics if he gets it here. He's turned around now, gets turned, and Keshi stabs in the back, and Time Peter's all on his lonesome. Had the right idea, but it's blocking by Caesar kind of sees out around, and 4-0 for Samurai. Yeah, very. How big do you think the faction advantage? Do you think that was important? Yeah, but I mean, just an example. I mean, we saw Harlequin get shot 4 times and not die. That would not have happened with Vegas. Yeah, but that still wouldn't have happened with Vegas, would it? That's true.
And now you can hear me again, so I'm sorry. This is not loud.
And they can't hear you, right?
Well, if they can now, I muted myself 2 seconds ago, but I'm unmuted now, so you can hear me now.
Hopefully they should be starting the final set soon. 6-6. Important. I mean, Bohemian 1 loss and 1 win. Samurai 1 win, but did arrive in the league a bit later after 1 round had already been played. So both teams on 3 points. I mean, what would you say was the kind of objective for these two teams in their kind of in the WNL? I don't think people were expecting it. So what would be a good performance for them?
Well, Samurai is looking to climb the top, and I think that's what they're achieving. You know, Total War has been getting a team ready, and I think Bohemian is just, you know, I mean, everybody knows Bohemian is a good, decent clan. I think they just play for fun and to get as high as possible, but I don't think they're as determined to get super high as Samurai is.
No, I mean, certainly you can tell by the kind of team Total War's got together that he's aiming high. I mean, it's got some great players, but we'll see.
Six final set, it's pretty tense.
Looks like they're ready to go soon. It looks like they're ready. Alright, yeah, here we go. Final set. There they go. I wonder if we'll have the same class setups. Looks like, yeah, identical class setup for Bohemian. And this exactly the same, yeah, for, oh no, 4 infantry for Samurai. The brave move.
Really aggressive. They probably want to go for a main tower, or oh nope, they're gonna stay where they won those 4 rounds and just into their spawn. I don't agree with this. I think 4 infantry, if you get 4 infantry on Dry Valley, you should either push the tower or not take 4 infantry.
They are moving out though. Maybe they're going to push the enemy spawn.
That would be pretty brave, but I'm not.
I think that could work out. But they have got archers without shields, who aren't going to be able to come. So, see how that works out. Yeah, it does look like camping, and I don't know if you take 4 infantry, is that really something you want to do, right?
I personally would not recommend 4 infantry on an open map like this, but.
We'll see. I mean, it's worked for them a little bit last set, but that was with 3. I mean, losing that extra archer, was it? Yeah. It could be telling. It's on the splash screen.
Yeah, no, I just shut up. This.
You're right, Roy.
What?
You're right, mate.
No, I don't think so. I'm tired, but just shows, but it's fine. We'll get everything ready for the next streams, and we all gotta perfect all these things. But hey, at least we know the game. That's something. Samurai swapping Javies here. But this flag is
yeah, it couldn't be much better for Bohemian. Have they left an archer in that tower?
Yes, Speeder is up there, and they have somebody up there spawn as well, who's gonna be pushed right now. Who's that? Yucky Line is can get out, I think, but.
And yeah, TK Caesar going straight for Time Peter. This is gonna be an interesting 1v1, and could actually be completely decisive for the round. And Time Peter doesn't fancy it and runs away. I'm not sure why, to be honest. And I think this is a big mistake. Harlequin gets a kill. Nice.
I've in a bit of trouble
nice
though.
Double there by Peter. I think this is a big error by Time Peter, to be honest. I think he should have tried taking that 1v1.
He's taking it right now. There goes Ive.
Nice there by Fingal.
This is really a hard place for Cav to maneuver though.
Caesar is nearly dead now.
There goes Lazard.
Right, gets a kill.
Oh, Christophe gets stopped, but Tottenberg gets taken out. And Paladin gets killed as well. So now we have Casey here. Harlequin.
Swagger. No, he misses.
Swagger! Swagger!
He's trying to replicate Siphon, but he didn't manage it. Nice kill by Profile.
Nice stab.
He's trying again, another swagger shot. And he hits this time.
Who talked about again? Harlequin or?
No, Time Peter was running away from Caesar, trying to shoot him and kind of pulling his sword out and then doing jump backwards shots kind of things. Keshu does get Gastovsky in the end there, but still, Bohemian are going to be pleased with that. And kind of looking for
the pressure is on Samurai right now again.
I gotta wonder what. And they have changed actually, have they, Samurai? No, they've still got four infantry, and I don't know how good an idea that is, to be honest, considering how much work the archers are putting in. Is it a faction thing, do you think? They think the Saranid archers are kind of so weak it's taking over infantry?
On the other side, you have Samurai Saranid axes, though they can do so much damage. I think for Vegas, you should let the archers do the main work, and they can do so much damage. But any archer class, any crossbow class is capable of supporting. Yeah, if I shoot infantry and you slash him with the axe, he's still dead. You know. I think it's perhaps a different way of playing, but it's still very much possible.
I just think 50% infantry on a map like this might prove to be a bit of an error.
Yeah, I think so too. But I don't think it's a faction thing. Harlequin is gonna try getting up here, but he's under a bit of fire. He wants to get that high position up there to cover the flag.
Yeah, I mean, neither. Yeah, it's now Samurai moving up there. They do have an advantage for the flags, certainly.
Well, they have one flag covered. But
yeah, but they also have a slightly better positions on that central one with that.
No, I don't think so, because the spawn, the Vegas spawn is very good for covering the flag.
It is in the centre. Now that Samurai infantry doesn't kind of have to push out into no man's land to get to the flag. It's going to be really hard to dislodge them for the Bohemian guys. Marek kind of pushing in on his own, but we'll see. And going to need to get a nice surround.
Well, this is where the infantry advantage will show, because you have 4 samurais against 2 Bohemian imps, and that's just gonna, you know, it's gonna show.
And Time Peter's lost his, he had a shield, I think, and Caesar's in a really bad position there. Doesn't get punished for it. Now surely the samurai infantry advantage is just going to play out in a huge way now.
Look, Total War has got the best axe and he's fighting with the bamboo spear. What do you think of that, you being an infantry player yourself?
Well, it doesn't look like it's going to matter, but...
No. It's not. Lizard and Ive just cleaning up. Gastovsky goes for a very brave jump there, and his horse should die.
Yeah, they were just so outnumbered on the flag. I feel like when the enemy's got that many infantry on the flag, you shouldn't just send in your infantry to try and try their luck. You should try something else. You should try and flank them so you can start shooting them with archers. Just pushing in is just hopeless. I mean, they never stood a chance then. Kelfast, lovely, gets profile and total war.
Still a 4v5 it is right now, so... He's always going for counter.
A lot of lances. Lizard gets a nice kill, and this is a bit messy from Bohemian, who kind of lost their opportunity in this match now.
Bring it to a very dense 7-7, so...
And here comes TK Caesar, but doesn't matter. Lezard picks up the kill, 4 for 1. And, I mean, Samurai, when you have that kind of infantry, and good infantry, on the flag, that easily, without having to kind of push for a no man's land, it's so big. Because particularly on this map, it is difficult to outflank. Like, not quite, I mean, I guess best option for Bohemian perhaps would have been to take the Samurai spawn and kind of shoot down from that wall area as well, but it's a difficult one.
Samurai looking to be a bit more
And
aggressive.
Samurai actually, yeah, a bit more aggressive. Looks like they are going to do what I kind of thought they were going to do in the first set and try and take that spawn.
Well, I think
Bohemian are
it's a
moving
good
their infantry
idea.
back
It's
from
1
the
minute
tower,
till the
but they're not
flag
gonna get there in
spawns.
time.
So they're gonna get this flag, and it's gonna be pretty comfortable. And at that time, the flag's gonna spawn. Bohemian Inf coming back though, not gonna surrender this mission. But look at Yakilain being harassed by Caesar and Profile, not doing too much damage,
The
but
problem here
he
is
can't
that,
move.
like, what are they? Yeah, well, he's buggered now. He's
don't know though. Kastovsky stopped. That's not some decent cavalry routine. Thunder's gonna get Profile for sure.
Profile surely going to die. Doesn't actually go down though.
Mara coming in as well to
But we're
support.
in a lot of trouble.
Beautiful backslash from Ares there though. Profile does take out Marek.
Caesar takes out Ares. Big 2v2 in this little kind of
He gets a kick off.
limp area.
Yakilan gets taken
Messy
out.
now.
Thunder needs to get out, but guys, he takes him out as well.
Looking good for Samurai now. And
Yeah, it's a 4v7 right now. The spawn of flags in the center, which is at this point doesn't matter too much anymore. Gustafsson gets taken out. Caesar gets the Javi team on the Zard. Oh no!
Nice by Gustovsky.
Yeah, he has a bit more breathing room again. Off. Then Peter gets taken up by Harlequin. Gustafsson the only one alive. This round goes to Samurai.
Lezard finishes it off. Lezard's jabs has been really on point all match. Got Samurai now guaranteed to draw, I believe.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, so well done them. I think they're probably gonna look to close it out. They definitely had the upper hand in these on this map by a fair margin.
Lazard still gets pretty nice armor with a sick helmet, so not to get headshot again by Caesar, but
Bohemian ain't messing about this time. They've got 4 infantry and they're going straight for it.
Thunder already taking his foot shot though.
Yeah, it's nice shooting from Harlequin.
Samurai trying to go in for something, but
And I wonder how on earth that happened, to be honest, because there's so many all fights out.
Caesar gets taken out, there goes Thundron, he was alone against 3 players.
Kill. I think it's a kill, Ivy gets a kill, and it's looking good for Samurai now.
Marek almost dead on that. Thundron saying the GG and leaving. This one's gonna go to Samurai. Look at Time Peter gets the headshot on Harlequin, who was not that aware of Time Peter being.
Oh!
Are we gonna see some sick crossfire going on here? They got 2 minutes and a couple of seconds left, guys. They can still do this. What a flag there, it seems. Can Yakilain clutch it against Lazard?
Time Peter now, 2v1 though. And he takes a hit, does go down.
Lazard.
Ooh. Gets a hit.
There's still 10 dynamics. Oh, 1 HP against 10 HP. I guess a
And
nice.
tries to double it.
Yeah.
Sunk. GG there.
GG, well played.
Pretty good. Pretty good match. What's the score in the end? 9-7.
9-7 it was.
Yeah.
It was very tense.
And Bohemian whinging about the map because they lost by the looks of it.
Well, I don't know. Perhaps it was the first time they played this map.
Well, you'd have to question their preparation if that's the case.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's my point. But
yeah,
play from
GG.
Samurai.
Yeah, pretty close in the end. Real kind of game of 2 maps already, wasn't it? I mean,
yeah.
both teams dominated on 1 map.
Would you say is MVP? I'd go for Harlequin on Samurai team.
Yeah, it's got to be. I think Harlequin overall, yeah, he really nice shooting.
I would go for.
When you
What's
have
the
a
sick
pick one,
infantry with the 8 kills on the.
Marek, innit?
Yeah, Marek. I go for Marek as MVP then.
Okay, alright, sorted.
It's sorted then. Woo! Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, cheers.
guys
Sorry
enjoyed
for
the stream.
slight technical issues.
Yeah, I know.